And we should be live. Welcome back, nerds and turds, to another live stream repair. We've got a few HomePods left over from yesterday and one that showed up today that need to get fixed up, so baby is currently asleep. We'll see how many we can get through before she wakes up and demands another 10 ounces of formula. Ooh. For real, this kid eats an ungodly amount of food for only being 3-4 months old. I never could have imagined so much food going into such a small child. So, who do we have first? We've got Robert from Salem. Let's get their email pulled up and see what's going on with Robert's HomePod. While we're at it, let's pull up Discord and let the nerds over there in our server know that we are streaming. If you want notifications that are as reliable as YouTube's, in other words, broken, then feel free to join my Discord server. As often as I can remember to, I post in my announcements channel whenever we go live with a stream. So that's discord.gg/track44, or you can find the Discord server link from my website at the very top as well. Anyways, let's find our email. Here it is. Alright, so we've got a classic HomePod with no power. Let's let them know we're getting started on theirs now, and then we will take a look. Sent. Let's get their name up on the screen and then we can start. Ah, goodness. Break out the fat PP. Yes, that is what it's called. I love bringing it with me to work, showing my coworkers. And it fits in that useless little quarter-sized pocket that you usually find in men's jeans. Fits in there perfectly. Okay, so let's check our symptoms first, of course, with a known good power cable connected to our kilowatt meter here at the bottom left. Yep, no signs of life, and the usual 4 to 6 watts of power draw from the wall. So that looks like we've got another dead diode on the amplifier. That's usually what these no power HomePods end up being. That's usually what broken HomePods end up being. And if it is that diode, then every single time we've seen it, and anybody else that has talked to us about their own repairs has also only seen diodes with date codes 1746K and 1748K failing. Now, we've got plenty of other issues on HomePods, so we've had plenty of chances to take these apart and see and get a good sample size of just in general how many diodes of what date ranges are actually out there in use. And we can say that pretty confidently there isn't any case where these diodes have failed where they have been date codes other than 1746 or 1748K. And we've been seeing diodes as old as, what is it, like 1720K, and as new as actually just a few days ago we saw on stream a diode from 1802K. None of those have been failing. So our best guess is just a bad batch of these diodes floating around. Hey Martin, welcome to the stream. They said, ended up with 6 chassis that are useless for now. 3 blown fuses on power supplies, and 6 blinking logic boards. Oh, and 1 amp with no bass. Oh boy. I should just make a quick video sometime showing all of the parts that I've currently got, and all of the parts that aren't usable anymore that I've got, because a lot of it I can't just throw away. You have to properly dispose of it. Some of it I keep because there's a chance I could still end up using a part from it or using it for some project where I don't want to sacrifice an otherwise perfectly good part. I think I can actually, this camera's pretty easy to spin around, so we can do that. Let's get out of the way. There we go. So back there, that's the pile of like meshes and shells and stuff. Most of them are damaged or dirty and not really usable. And then I can't unplug, but I've got a shelf of subwoofers that are just totally blown, which you've probably seen as a stream thumbnail here and there. But yeah, they will all still end up serving some purpose before they end up completely in the trash. A lot of the meshes I use to try out different ways of dyeing the parts. Just because, if they're too destroyed, there's really not much point. I suppose there could be a certain aesthetic you could be going for, but that's not. Most people aren't looking for a broken-looking speaker. Tim, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I finally got my hands on a Japanese voice module for my 300ZX. And she's saying the driver's side door is still open. She says all sorts of things like your fuel level's low, your parking brake is still on, your headlights are still on. I'd been keeping my eye out for that voice module for like about as long as I've owned that car, for around 10 years. A little less. But you just, it's as easy as just pulling out your stock one and plugging in the Japanese one. I found it from some Australian eBay seller, which honestly I don't even know if they knew that it was the Japanese one, but they were just selling it as a 300ZX voice module. But they had the part number, and I know what part number the Japanese voice module is specifically versus the English one, and they happened to have a picture of the module with the part number for the Japanese voice. So of course I snagged it. They wanted $100 for it, but $100 shipping included from Australia all the way to the US. Not too bad when you consider trying to find them anywhere else. You're spending like at least like $800, $900 on one that may end up not actually even being the Japanese one in the first place. That one's stuck to our screwdriver. Yeah, get back there. Wow, some days you've got the power supply screws that are just... that are just super glued in place, and you end up breaking them out and having to extract a screw in the process. And then you've got days like this where, I mean, they're just practically falling out. Uh-oh. That didn't last long. Who wants to bet? Yeah, there you go. 1746K on our Schottky diode there. Beeping is bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a goner. Let's get that replaced and see if this board will power up. Give it up.
Say hi.
Chell. Chell, I need more diodes. I've only got 4 left.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Get that fluxed up. We're gonna get some fresh solder on there and then we can put that on. Make sure we turn on our air filters so we don't kill ourselves sooner than later. Or rather, later than sooner. Very good. Let's zoom back out. Cool this off for just a second and we'll see if it's good to go. Turn off you. I'm just bumping everything today. Let's turn that off. Let's zoom that out. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so our multimeter's acting up. Let's fix that real quick. Give that a stop, reset, start. Okay, so our offset's looking excellent over there. We're reading significantly less than the 50 millivolt target that we aggressively aim for. We're looking at around 4.5 millivolts. So, obviously we've got no issues with powering on, and the setup tone played wonderfully. So, let's put this back together. Could you show the way you soldered the cable extension to the woofer? Oh, yeah. So this is the original cable for the subwoofer. I actually just desoldered it from where it originally goes into the woofer, and I just got some 2 extra lengths of wire, and I connected them together. I can't get that off to tell you which one's which, but on the left is your negative and on your right is your positive. And then, honestly, actually, for testing, it doesn't even really matter, because all you're looking for is DC offset, and it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. You want to get that as close to 0 as possible. So, we've just got 2 wires simply soldered in place of where the original cable goes, and then we've got the original cable soldered to the end of those original... sorry, it's hard to, obviously, with the kid going. We're just going to keep going on this. I think her teeth are coming in because her cheeks get really red and she starts drooling a lot. And of course she's not necessarily hungry every time that happens, because we go to feed her and she will not take it, but she loves to chew on stuff. And she's starting to hit that age. think she's calmed it down, so I'll try to explain this again really quick. Martin was asking how we've got our extension here for our subwoofer. The reason why we do this is so we don't have to take the amplifier out of the shell of the HomePod if we're feeling a little lazy and or efficient and we want to just reach the cable all the way in there to plug it in. We can do that. And as I was saying, the goal is to just simply see how much DC offset you have, so the polarity necessarily doesn't matter. You don't really need to care which, whether you've got positive or negative hooked up to which one here. All you need to do is get a little bit of extra length of cable here. Don't run it too long because that's going to interfere with your ability to see how much DC voltage you're pulling, of course. Get some quality wire. I would say don't run more than probably 6 to 10 inches there. And then solder that in place of your original cable. Go ahead and remove the original cable and solder your extension cables in there. And then connect your original cable to your extension leads. And there you go. As for how we've got the multimeter hooked up to it, we've got an extra set of wires also soldered onto the same place, running off to the side here, connected to a few clips where we've got an extra multimeter on the side here. And that's got a USB connection to our computer, which is where you see the digital meter up there coming. So, when you're trying to chug through HomePod repairs, having all that set up makes it a lot easier. What are you doing? What are you doing, kid? You look fine. You look like you're having a good time. Uh-oh. No, she's fine now. Give me if you can hold her for like 1 more minute, I'll be done with this and I can stop.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just glad that I managed to finish this one. Sorry, just had to laugh to myself for a sec. Nice, that turned itself off. Very good. Let's just sanity check here really quick. Awesome, it's booting up now, so we'll take this chance while it's still turning on to let you guys know. If you're looking for more info on your doing your own HomePod repairs or reaching out to me to send it in and get fixed up here on the channel for you, check out the website nixfix.com. I've got the common issues section and the mail-in address section where I've got pretty much everything you're looking for, and if not, feel free to reach out to me and we'll help sort you out. So, what have we got here?
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Awesome. Sounds great. Looks great. Volume buttons light up nice and evenly. So this one is looking good to go. I'm going to go help out with the kid now that she's awake now. We'll hopefully be back later tonight to knock out the rest of these repairs and catch back up. I hope you all enjoyed this